Over the past 20 years, U.S. correctional costs have increased 315% to $63 billion per year. In these times of increasing economic challenges, many Wisconsin counties are creating criminal justice coordinating councils. These coordinating councils, comprised of the key stakeholders in the criminal justice system, coordinate and collaborate to use the latest available research to enhance community safety in the most cost-effective way possible.
Every county spends a substantial amount of money on law enforcement, jails, and other criminal justice services. Having a collaborating council that reviews operations and makes budget recommendations on priorities helps county board supervisors make more informed and better decisions.
One of the things that the community has learned that all of our systems have issues. It's a systems issue. I've never been able to talk to a judge that had been ex parte types of conversations, but now we're able to sit around with the district attorney, the judges, and talk about things that make sense from an evidence-based decision.
The system is adversarial by nature. That means we put the gloves on, we come out fighting, and at the end we hope that justice is somehow served. What we found out is that if you work together, you can get better results quicker.
Our council has helped us to understand more fully the symbiotic relationship between the stakeholders in Milwaukee County. What one of us does can have a dramatic impact on other parts of our system. As a result, we are more proactive in our collaborative efforts to improve our criminal justice system.
The true benefit of a collaborating council is to get informed decisions and better results. I mean, the best opportunity is to have all the decision makers in the room at the same time, which rarely happens. So when people come together and meet and they can truly make decisions that are based on evidence and data, the end result is better, and that's what the community needs, is better outcomes, better results, and safer communities.
We've learned to give and take a little bit on each of our jurisdictional areas in our constitutional issues, and that's never been done before.
Well, there's something about having people in a room talking about the same problems that face the community that's really important. Collaboration is hard work, though. You have to stick with it. And coordinating councils do have to remember that you have to continually make the commitment to truly collaborate. And if you do that, then the vitality of coordinating councils can remain strong.
Well, we're finding now that you can change the process to have better results. And that's what the CJCC is bringing about. Communication, collaboration, working together, not only to benefit the defendant, but the victims and the entire community. It's not being soft on crime. It's not being light on crime. It's not that we don't still hold people accountable for their crimes or make them pay their debt to society. It's just an acknowledgement that this old system of duking it out and hoping for the best needs to be changed. And we're doing that by working together.
And when you have all the decision makers truly collaborating, meeting together, and sharing information, that's when you really can see the benefit of evidence-based practices. And evidence-based practices and joint decision-making lead to better outcomes, better decisions, and safer communities. The most expensive alternative that we offer is putting people in jail and prison. And communities need to realize that the investment in human health and human safety is much more valuable than the cost of incarcerating people that could be helped in other ways.
In terms of reducing recidivism or cutting down on our repeat offenders, again, we're finding out that when people come through the courts, whether it's in drunk driving circumstances, domestic abuse circumstances, If you get them early on to acknowledge that there's a problem that they need to address, you move cases through the system quicker, you have less jury trials, you have quicker dispositions, and longer lasting outcomes or success stories.
As a result, we are more proactive in our collaborative efforts to improve our criminal justice system. We've been able to leverage that collaboration into a number of state and federal grants designed to bring more evidence-based decision-making practices to bear in Milwaukee County.
It's a national trend, it's a state trend, it's a community trend, and I think our county has made the commitment to follow evidence-based practices. Of course, you have to be willing to find the evidence and to record it and to use it.
And we're also expanding the drug and alcohol court. Even you're finding out that there's a lot of dual diagnosis, mental health issues, aorta issues. It's rarely neatly packaged in separate containers. It's all a mishmash, and we try to peel the layers of the onion back to get to the person's issues, solve them, help them resolve them, and send them back out better, whole people.
We have really good data on our alcohol treatment court because we've been in existence for well over 5 years, and so we have a good track record, and we think our data is pretty convincing. Drug treatment court is harder because any new program takes a while to develop the data. Everybody wants proof immediately, but when you make the commitment to saving lives, you have to make the commitment to take the time to measure it, and you can't measure it like a dollar that occurs over a year. You have to measure it over time and make the commitment to help people and save lives, and that takes time, and that's hard to convince decision makers that that's worth doing.
A successful criminal justice coordinating council has key decision makers within the justice system coming to the table for open and honest discussions. These discussions lead to research-based decisions and closing the revolving door of the criminal justice system.
We've had great success in taking some of our success stories from our programs that our council has put together and putting a face on the names of the people that we help. And that has had a tremendous impact not only on the community, but it's had a tremendous impact on decision makers that normally don't see these people as members of the community, but they are. And when you help, it makes a big difference.
Here in Eau Claire County, the CJCC input has been very helpful in ensuring that we make best use of taxpayers' money in the justice system.
How has our CJCC benefited the community? The answer is simple. Working together, we can do better.